I'ma mask up and take it, 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 mask up and take it.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, the only mask channel that doesn't buy his subscribers or followers. And in today's video, well, it's a special one. Now here on the House of Masks channel, I have unboxed some incredible pieces, especially in the last year or so. Flat out incredible scores. So here we have it, the $6 Goodwill Ghost Glow score. This thing is fucking beautiful. I've unboxed my own personal grails. We've got a beautiful vintage West German clown, and wow, would you look at the paint job on this fucking thing. I've unboxed some stage used portal pieces, some coming straight from the curator himself. The actual tentacles used by the curator. Holy shit, this is so cool! And like I said, those are all just within the past few months. The amount of unreal shit that I've unboxed on this channel over its lifetime, I can't even imagine it. Like, I can't even find the words to put into a sentence to explain to you how much cool shit I've unboxed on this channel. But in today's video, I am unboxing the biggest.
Like, not big in the sense of weight, you know what I mean? Like gaining weight or nothing like that, like colossal, like, you know what I mean? Like,
piece that I have ever unboxed, both financially and sentimentally. In this package, we have my first stage-used GWAR piece. Now, before I open the package up, I want to give a huge shout out to my buddy who shall remain unnamed for selling me this item. He asked that instead of shouting him out directly, that I give a shout out to Nick, Sean, and Chris's GWARZeum on Facebook. That is a group on Facebook that is dedicated to posting your GWAR collection. Obviously, that was created by Nick, Sean, and Chris, who are like the GWAR collecting gods. Literally any stage-used item that you can think of is probably in one of their collections, and I'm happy to finally be a part of the stage-used GWAR club. I don't ever expect to have a collection like any of those guys as far as stage-used GWAR stuff goes, but I finally got my foot in the door, and it can only be uphill from here, right? So I am going to drop the group's link down in the description. If you guys are interested in GWAR collections or GWAR collecting, make sure to go check it out. You guys can request to join. Not sure if they'll approve you, but it can't hurt to try. And please don't just sign up for the sake of signing up. Don't go join the group just for no fucking reason. Like, keep it legit if you guys are actually interested in this stuff. And if not, just keep moving along. And now finally, on to the unboxing. I'm gonna go ahead and clear my table because the box is massive. Big old box. Hopefully everything is in frame. I'm sure my head is not, but we're doing what we can here. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I think I might set this here. That way I can set everything directly on the table. Packaged with love. And before I do anything, I see a note right here, so I'm going to read that to you guys. AJ, congratulations on finally obtaining your stage album-used GWAR mask. Keep them out of sunlight and humidity. Wipe them down lightly with Armor All every 3 months. Remember, if you sell it, you have to sell it back to me to keep it in the GWAR family, of course. Enjoy, Nick, Sean, and Chris's GWARZeum. And we've got a piece right there that's wrapped up, so I'll set that to the side. And it looks like this is going to be the COA, so we will unbox that as well. Untube it, I guess. And this looks like the main piece here. Alright, so as you can see, we've got 3 items here. What's in this tube is probably just the COA. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that first just to see. Try to make it quick because I'm anxious to see this, as I'm sure that you guys are as well. Alright, so it's an extra poster. Hell yeah, hooked me up with a GWAR poster there, which is fucking sick. I love the collars on it. And then inside, looks like another print. And then inside of that, we've got the Certificate of Authenticity. And it looks like it is signed by Don Draculic, who is Sleazy P. Martini. And we're going to keep that to the side. I'll probably frame it and add it with these pieces once they go up on display. So clearly, we've got to save the bigger piece for last. We're going to go ahead and get on into this, which just accompanies this. This is like the appetizer to the main course. So let's go ahead and try to be careful getting the tape off of this and pull this out. It feels so much different than I expected it to.
That's what she said. No.
Very, very weird. Well, it actually stinks too. We have a chest plate here. This was used by Jizmak Degusha, the drummer of GWAR, and as you can see, we got the little skull design there with some crossed drumsticks, and this would just go over his chest. And he did wear this while performing, which even though you can't see him, I mean, he is a GWAR character, so that's commitment. So there is that. We will set this to the side right here on the table, and everything is about to make sense, and I can't fucking wait to see this thing. I'm not even going to use scissors. I'm just going to go in from the back, just like I do with your mom, and pull this thing out, just like I do with your mom. I want to be really careful taking this out because I don't want to rip anything. It is an older piece, and I'm not really sure how much rot or wear and tear is actually on the mask. I don't even know if you guys can hear me because this bubble wrap's so loud, but yeah. Here we have it. Oh my goodness, look at that fucking thing.
Yeah,
Look at that.
And if you tell that to the cops,
at that.
they're not going to give you any consideration.
Oh, look at that.
It's a lot smaller than I expected it to be for some reason.
That's what she said.
Here we have the Violence Has Arrived stage used, video used Jizmac mask. And there it is in all of its fucking glory. So crazy to be holding in my hands. I have wanted a stage used Gwar piece for so long, and there is a million reasons why this one is special to me, which I will be listing off here in just a second. I just want to take a second to get a nice look at it myself.
You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
Oh, it's fucking evil. It is super, super fucking cool. Okay, so I'm going to set this to the side here, and I'm going to go ahead and just give you some information about the mask. Sorry, I am on a collector's high right now. I don't know if I've ever reacted like that. My voice is all shaky and everything. Very strange. So clearly what we have here is the stage-used Jizmac Dagusha Violence Has Arrived era mask and chest plate. This was sold to me as the set. I didn't even know that he was going to be throwing in the chest plate until he said blank amount for both pieces, and honestly it was cheaper than I thought just the mask would go for, so I'm definitely happy with the price that I paid. Happy to have it here, and I'm just going to explain to you guys a little bit about this piece now. So, my three favorite members of Gwar in no particular order are Odorous Urungus, because, I mean, it's Odorous Urungus, Ballsack the Jaws of Death, because he just fucking looks cool, and Jizmac Dagusha, once again, because he looks cool, but because I am a drummer, and I find this dude to be one of the most underrated metal drummers of all time. I could make a completely separate video about that, but I'm not going to get into that because I'm sure that drummers that listen to Gwar understand. And if you guys are a drummer out there that haven't heard of Gwar, you can do your own research and you will probably, definitely agree with me when you are done. But aside from his playing abilities and the fact that I am a drummer, I really do think that he's probably the coolest looking member next to Ballsack. I don't know if any Gwar member would ever top Ballsack's look, especially like War Party prior. He looks fucking sick. I love the rounded jaws, not the pointy ones, but that is once again another video. So yeah, Jizmac is just really fucking cool looking. I really do prefer this really crude pre-Beyond Hell look where everything is very choppy and blocky. Once Beyond Hell debuted, they switched to a more clean and professional look, which is totally fine. It's just not my thing. And obviously it is supposed to be some sort of jackal, wolf, dog face thing, but as I was a kid, I never really noticed that it was supposed to be a dog. Especially the further back you go in looks, it just kind of looks like a big mangled mess of teeth with a crazy face paint design underneath, and that's still how I like to imagine Jizmac. The dog thing is okay, I just think it's way cooler to think that he's a big nasty growth of teeth protruding out of nowhere, so that's what I see when I look at it, and obviously getting a nice up close look like this, you can really tell exactly what it is, but it's a nostalgia thing, so. Speaking of nostalgia, Violence Has Arrived is the album that this mask was used in. Obviously an album from my childhood, and really it's the album that saved Gwar, so another reason to me that this piece is so special is because of the album. For me and many others, this is the album that kind of saved Gwar. We Kill Everything was the album before this, and I'm pretty certain that album almost killed Gwar, which is fitting because the title is We Kill Everything. It just wasn't a great album. It was a pretty low point for Gwar as a whole, and they have stated that on numerous occasions. It's just not a great album, but then they came out with Violence Has Arrived, and everybody was like, whoa, they're getting back to it. Very heavy album, a very thrashy album, and I mean it when I say heavy. There are some heavy moments on this album. So yes, to add to the value of the mask, at least for me, this album saved Gwar. And that brings me to my very last point. Not only is this a Violence Has Arrived era mask, it is also technically a War Party era mask. The reason I say that is because while they were promoting War Party prior to it being released, he still used this mask. So this was used to perform lots of War Party songs in their earlier stages before they actually came out and were finalized for the War Party album. So if you watch the War Party DVD, this is the mask that you're looking at. And War Party is my all-time favorite Gwar album, so that's pretty fucking cool in my opinion. I mean, the piece couldn't get any cooler to me. It's stage used for 2 eras, video used for the Immortal Corruptor music video. It's one of my favorite members both in appearance and position. It's just a cool fucking piece. So long story short, I'm stoked. Now as far as Gwar stuff in my collection goes, I've always really done Gwar stuff on this channel. It's just far and few between because it's really hard to get your foot in the door collecting this type of stuff. As I mentioned, there are multiple collectors out there, but I really only know of Nick, Chris, and Sean. I think anyone else that collects isn't nearly as big as them, or they just kind of keep their stuff to themselves. And I don't think that most people realize that I am as big of a Gwar fan as I am. But they've definitely been tied with Slipknot for my all-time favorite band since they came into my life. I've seen them more times than any other band. I've got a crazy amount of merch, like unimaginable. I still find stuff all the time that I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that I had that. And so on and so forth. Pretty much everything about Gwar is perfect to me. They can do any genre of music and make it sound good. There's blood, and the humor is perfect. I've explained all this stuff in old videos, but for anybody that's unfamiliar, I'm just trying to give a brief rundown. So yeah, I'd say that owning this piece probably tops just about every other unboxing I've done on this channel, for me at least. Now I do plan on creating a nice display out of a torso and head male mannequin. That is on the way, and that will have to be another video. This one's just going to be the unboxing and showing the mask off itself, so stay tuned. We will be doing a part 2 where I convert the mannequin and we turn that into a Jizmac display. But I think that's just about it for this video. I am going to show this thing off up close and in detail, give you guys a nice look at everything here, and that will be that. I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching. Make sure to go check out Gwar if you haven't. They are on tour right now. I would highly suggest going and checking them out. There are surprisingly a lot of people that don't know who Gwar is. So yeah, that's going to just about do it for me here. Say no to drugs and alcohol, and until next time, we will see you guys later.